Yeah, it's been good. Exactly kind of what we expected out of this team. Real resilient. We came out, had 2 or 3 really good practices in a row. We'll have a lighter day tomorrow and then come back on Friday.
Yeah, talking to you on Saturday after Nebraska, you said it was a good thing that guys' heads were kind of hanging low because they're obviously upset with how they played, and you were hoping that they would be resilient. What's the move been like out of practice?
No, it's been good. We've moved on. We're on to the next game. On to Colorado. Colorado's a really good team. Defense is really impressive, and we'll be ready for that matchup.
What corrections have you been trying to make in your own game that you saw from Nebraska?
Specifically, I've kind of moved on from Nebraska. I'm not really looking back on it. Just focusing on Colorado, focusing on what their defense is playing, how we're going to attack them, and then really says, it's going back to practice and looking at things to attack Colorado.
How do you think you guys match up and attack Colorado?
I think we match up against well against anyone in the country. I truly do. But Colorado, their defense they've had a great first start of the season, and they're going to be a challenge.
How's your chemistry kind of built over the last few weeks with Darren Carrington?
It's been really good. That's something that started back in the spring, and then really picked up in the summer. He's an easy guy to throw to. I've had chemistry with him for a while, and looking to get him the ball more.
How do you define chemistry with a receiver?
It's just your relationship with the receiver. Every receiver is different, and how they run. What kind of balls they like to be thrown.
Is there anything you do to build that with a different receiver?
Yeah, just reps, repetitions.
Did you go with the speed you guys wanted the other day? Did you feel like
we did, but it was tough too. We got slowed down just with the silent count. You can't operate as fast as a silent count because there's a middleman between the communication between myself and the center. So slower than we would like.
Without Devin, what does that take away from just sort of the playbook or your options not having him out there?
Yeah, it takes away a lot, but more importantly, it's one of my best friends. So that's a tough deal, but Devin's one of the most resilient guys I know, and he's all right. He'll be okay.
As you look back at the film on Saturday, did you feel like there were some times you were maybe too quick to leave?
I've moved on from the game, but looking forward to Colorado, and there's always things to improve on. But in terms of quickness, getting out, every team's different. Their blitzes, when a team would they stand 6 guys up on the line of scrimmage, it kind of things happen a little quicker than normal because they're not blitzing from depth.
Is there much of a difference from when Crosby went out and Brady went in? Did you notice much at all?
I mean, it's next man up philosophy. So Brady stepped in and he did well. He's a young guy and he's improving.
What did you guys' scramble drills look like? Because they didn't have a running quarterback really last year. I know Vernon scrambled a lot to kind of throw downfield, but not used to a guy who might take off with it. What do you guys do to kind of get everyone?
We have some scramble rules for the receivers that the receivers all know, but during practice and 7-on-7 or team period, if something happens, protection breaks down, and I scramble out, then the rules kind of apply and we work that drill there. So we just kind of work it within live periods.
This might sound like a stupid question, but is it pretty obvious, for other guys to know, when you're tucking it and running it versus, still?
Yeah, I mean, that's tough. That's something that, that's why you'd want to work a scrambled type drill, and so guys can get used to it. But yeah, you never know. It's not in the playbook.
3 games in so far for you guys. How comfortable are you feeling in the system so far?
As comfortable as I can get.
What's been your biggest focus or point of emphasis this week prepping for Colorado?
It's really just kind of the same. We're still kind of in a little bit of the game planning phase. But I can't say one specific area this is what we need. This is the key to winning this game. It's the same things, doing the ordinary things extraordinary well, paying attention to the details and staying disciplined. But yeah, just going through the game plan, understanding what they're going to bring. Always want to put emphasis on tempo, so that's much easier at home.